basically every driving instructor can send off for this, and if you don't, if you're a driving instructor you aren't aware of this, I'll put the link in the description below. I've received my fault analysis report back now, and so I'm going to share with you the results. Here we go. So this is an ADI fault analysis report. It's from the periods the 1st of the 4th 2018 to the 31st of the 3rd 2019. It records the total number of tests that I've taken or presented a candidate to driving test, and the amount passed, the percentage, my average number of minor faults, my average number of serious faults, and my average number of dangerous driving faults. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm pleased to say that this year is better than last. So my pass rate is 70%. I've taken 10 pupils to test, 7 have passed. My average minor faults is 4.50. My average, so this is average marks per test, my average serious fault is 0.60, and my average dangerous faults are 0.00. So, I was on Sky News recently. I'll put the link to the video in the description below, but in that video I was talking about pupils and the number of times that they have had to go for a driving test. And I said to the presenter, I said, I think my judgment's quite good in that you know, I've only ever had anybody go for a test like 3 times, and this kind of backs that up again and reinforces that, so I'm quite pleased about that. Now you could say, oh, 10 tests, it's not very many. Well, I've not doing as many hours, I suppose. I have upped my hours a little bit again now, but the business is growing. I'm doing lots of instructor training, so I mean, even if you're an examiner and you're watching this, you've not seen me for a while, I mean, that's what I've been busy. I've been busy doing all that stuff, working on the business rather than in the business. So there's a big difference between. But I do love this job, and I think you couldn't pay me any money in the world to stop doing it. And I will be successful in my business, and I won't stop doing this. So it's a really great job. And here is just a list of. So it's like the same as a driving test marking sheet, which is a DL25 for your reference. You can download that from the Gov website, and this just shows me the number of faults per, per item. So it's like, so let's say during that term, during that year's term, I actually got 3 minors in total for signal. Well, I didn't, the candidates did. What's the biggest number? The biggest number actually is junctions. There's 7 marks and junctions, but then again, it's bound to be, because junctions are everything we do. Everything we do is, it pretty much is a junction. But I think here it's really relating to like T-junctions, roundabouts. Yeah, so 7's probably the biggest. Planning and awareness, there's 4. That's another very broad box. There's nothing really standing out. Use of rear mirrors. Changing speed, that's always a big one. I mean, how many times do you change speed in a lesson and stuff? The examiners are very good at Derby, I must say, One time a bit rough actually. What I had a little camera on the front, it was stuck, it was secure, it wasn't in the way of the sat-nav, and the examiner ripped it off, which I weren't pleased with. The other one of the examiners got out my car, and the other car was quite close in this Golf, and let the door kind of hit the other car. No need for that. And that, those things are just silly and don't have to happen. Anyway, rant over. I'm very happy with the Derby Test Centre. So yeah, so that's that pretty much. And I think same again. What we got. So the 10 most common reasons for a candidate failing the practical driving test were presented by an ADI in 2018 were, same again, same as every year, observation at junctions. So if you're doing driving lessons and you've done junctions because you've done 1 lesson on them, it's time to move on. Rethink that, because there's a lot that goes into that, into junction approaching and judging. emerging and everything like that. So if you enjoyed this video and you found it interesting, you can give it a thumbs up if you want, and there's plenty more of these videos to come. I'll put the link for the Sky, when I was on Sky News, I'll put the link for that video below. I'll also put the link for last year's pass rate opening video. Last year the pass rate was 64%, but I did more tests. So so yeah, either way, I'm glad to see that the numbers going up. Thanks for watching. Love to see you soon in future videos. Take care.